for the revenue figures, I just give at URA level on a daily basis we collect 15 billion from fuel, and we are talking of PMS, that is petrol. We are talking of Argo, which is diesel. Of course, Jet A1 for airplane don't pay, and kerosene. So we collect 15 billion, and the major contributors of this fuel are around three: Vivo Energy, Total Energies, and Gasline. Starbucks of recent is number 4-5. So in a day, if URA does not get 15 billion of fuel, we've performed below the target. So from September to December, we collected below 15 billion. The highest was 12 billion per day. So when we went to find out where the issue could be, we found partly the smuggling, the round-tripping of fuel coming back from South Sudan and DRC is contributing. Because the fuel dealers in West Nile raised an outcry. And they said, we are not selling, we are about to close. So in terms of revenue, yes, it is more of a transit route in West Nile into South Sudan and DRC. The fuel that comes in West Nile pays from Kampala because it is supplied by Total and Haas and the other companies that bring. So the challenge we have is fuel that comes, because if people are selling on the street, it means they are not buying from these companies. So the losses they have told us, every company tells us their loss. Total Energies lost by 14% market share. Vivo Energy lost by 12% market share. Gasline is also negative by 24%. That one was just trying to establish itself. So that shows we have to fight, because these are the ones which are regulated and are paying taxes. So if we don't protect them, they will close because of the illegal trade.
And if I talk for Koboko, which is bordered by two borders, that is DRC and Southern Sudan, it is almost the gateway of this illegal fuel to West Nile, because it goes via Eregu to Juba, and then it comes to Kaya, and then back to DRC, and then to find itself in West Nile. So as a security leader and the RDC of Koboko, we are pledging total support to URA and also to ourselves, because it's an issue which concerns us, that this vice of selling fuel on the streets by unqualified people in ungazetted areas is not negotiable. It must stop. It has also brought about a diplomatic issue, because when URA was losing a lot of revenue through this illicit trade, they had to divert the trucks from Oraba to use the border post of Eregu. And once the trucks were diverted, it brought about an issue of loss of revenue to Koboko as a district and Koboko as a municipality. The same thing with our sister company, that's Southern Sudan, that's Kaya. Even here, Arua, because so many people could come and stop here, and then they consume the services which are provided by the Wananchi, by the traders, restaurants, hotels, food vendors, but all those services eventually disappeared as a result of the diversion of the trucks, field trucks, to Eregu. And even when we had a meeting with the governor of the Central Equatorial Province, it was also raised that they are not happy as a result of the diversion of the trucks from Oraba, because these counties generate their revenue, and it's what they use to run their governments as counties. So now it means by the action of URA, as a result of this smuggling and the illegal selling of fuel, they had to divert. So it means we're depriving our neighbor, that is Southern Sudan, Morobo County, we're depriving them of revenue. So they are not happy with us. So what we are saying is that we should curb this vice, that even we start putting the East African community in its functionality. because you can't deny your neighbor a service because of smuggling. So I am happy for this day that at least all of us, the stakeholders, that's political, that is security, and you now, the press, you have come in as far as fighting this fight is concerned. And with the resolutions, I am comfortable and sure that we are going to win the war.
We've done everything we could to abolish this, but we failed. So this meeting today is going to take us to another level.
Then my advice to our young ones, then to stop these situations, and also if they want to do the business, they should do in the right way, and then to align with the government policy so that they can be free to do their business. And this is a challenge to us as the government also. What can you do then for these young ones then to come out of this ignorance? I said ignorance because they don't know what they're doing.
Right from your village, right from your family, from LCs, from political leadership, technical leadership, religious, cultural, to come to the aid of this, because one, it affects the community, two, it affects our government. So I call upon people to join Uganda Revenue Authority, all the agencies, all the political leadership to enforce this. Lastly, I want to say, as we do this, we also want to warn those who are collaborators with those who are, operating in this illegal fuel business. We have collaborators in government, we have collaborators who are in the communities. We are warning them ahead of time. We are speaking one language this time so that this vice is stopped. Thank you very much.